Hey, I'm Reckless in Durham for UphoricTV. We're here at Moogfest. I'm hanging out in a downpour with Madame Gandhi. How are you?
I'm good. I grew up, I spent 3 years living in Mumbai, India, and we have the monsoon season in Mumbai, and this is the closest thing I've ever experienced in the States to what's in Mumbai.
That is
so
exactly what Rome said.
That's some real brown power.
We could all learn a lot from Madame Gandhi. When she was on tour with MIA, she put on a live drum clinic every night. Her solo career sees her dropping knowledge both in song form and in conversations with the audience in between tracks. At Moogfest, I was able to get some one-on-one advice from her during a wild thunderstorm.
You're originally from New York?
Yes.
And is it Murray Hill?
Yes.
Where in Murray Hill?
On 38th and Lexington in New York City is where I grew up.
I was on 35th and 3rd for like 6 years. My hood.
It's dope.
My hood. It's a great neighborhood. It doesn't get a lot of love.
10 years old, but yes.
It's a great little neighborhood. So, okay, I'm picturing New York City apartment, 8-year-old kid wants to start playing drums. How did that go over in the household?
Yeah, I had gone to a summer camp actually, and I remember I snuck away because I didn't want to do the lake activity that they had planned for us, and so I went to the theater cabin and I found the drum set there, and I started playing it, and there was a maintenance man in the room, and I thought he was going to turn me in, and bring me back to the camp, but it turned out he was a drummer, and he ended up helping me learn, and throughout that whole summer just mentored me a lot. And when I came back home, it was cool. Both my parents were like, it gives you so much joy and you're so confident when you play the drums and it's a different side of you, and they really nourished that for me. And I think that mentality is also part of my message. It's like, if you encourage each other, we'll grow. That's really important to me.
Your parents are awesome.
They're awesome.
My parents would have never allowed a drum kit in the house.
We had it in the basement.
Yeah, okay, there you go, that'll do it. So I have a question. It's kind of a personal question, like for me.
Yeah.
I have a daughter.
Yes.
She's about to be 7.
Amazing.
And I would love to know what I can do personally as a dad, bringing up a little girl in 2018.
I'm so happy.
What can I do to help her reach her full potential and not be bogged down by all the bullshit?
I love that you asked this question. I feel like the father's role in the daughter's life is so specifically powerful. When my dad was there for me, I felt like I could do anything. And that's both literally showing up, but emotionally. When I was deciding, I really wanted to drum for MIA, but it was a dream. And he said, why can't you do it? Of course you can do it. Put your mind to it. Send them a video. You're so good. And when dads encourage their daughters and believe in their daughters verbally and say it, we believe it. And I think for me, it's like, if you step on me, I'll believe it. If you tell me I'm not that good, I'll believe it. But if you tell me I'm amazing, I'll believe that. And I think my dad did a great job of that growing up. And there's also times when I'm strict with him and he was not good at that, and he would not nourish me in the way that I needed, and I would notice how much it impacted me.
Yeah.
So I think when the father believes in the daughter, it's very, very, very powerful for their confidence.
Awesome. Noted, taken. And you mentioned drumming for MIA.
Yes.
That totally came about from working at Interscope? Was that just like a random conversation?
My first job out of college was working as a data analyst at a record label called Interscope in LA. And after 2 years of working there, I remember just kind of making a joke in the product planning meeting for the next MIA record. I was like, MIA could really use a drummer on tour, maybe somebody brown or Indian or female, and another female mentor at the record label put me on and gave me that opportunity.
That's amazing.
I was very lucky to have done that tour. It was the 2013 Matangi tour. It shaped the rest of my career.
She had blown up too at that point.
Yes.
I remember seeing her really early, Siren Festival, Coney Island, like way back in like 03 or something,
Dope.
or something like that. It's amazing. I loved your set. I love having a drummer front and center. Drummers always get relegated to the back of the stage, and it's so incredible to watch. What's your style? Did you go more towards like jazz drumming? You're tight but loose in that almost like jazzy kind of way.
I think for me, I loved drumming with electronics. I came up in Washington, D.C. playing drums for Thievery Corporation, where there's a lot of electronics happening, and then the drums or percussion get to have a little bit more of freedom because there's electronic drums programmed ahead of time. That was the same gig that I did for MIA, and I found it very unique and fun to dance to, you know? And so I incorporated that mentality in my set. There's a lot of electronic drums playing, and then I top it off with the live drums.
There's something about the swing of real drums that you can't do with like a quantized
And that's why
beat.
I give the quantized beat to the audience so that we can all feel it, but then my drums are the self-expression on top of it.
Yeah, the special sauce on top.
Yes.
So I'm curious, since you've been drumming and it's like in your blood at this point, you've been doing it for so long, is it weird to do electronic drumming? Does it feel more static?
Oh yeah, I hate electronic drumming. I just throw in some random beat. I don't even...
Do you
I
do
just
like
put in whatever, and then I put my real drums and my real percussion.
Do you do like
in.
an APC so you can actually drum it out, or are you doing it like...
I just take 8 seconds to program some shitty beat,
Yeah.
and then I leave it as is, and then I record my real drums on top.
So it is mostly like live drums on
yeah.
the tracks?
Yeah.
Because
Even if you listen to my electronic drums, like they don't hit that hard. Like at some point I will put more effort into focusing on that, but I hate that I have to finger drum it. I'm not really interested in that.
Yeah.
So I'll pull in a loop or like build something really quick with like a generic sound pack, knowing that I'm gonna go into the studio and re-record live drums on top of it.
Right.
That's the most important.
It's just kind of a surface to start with.
Exactly.
Right on. Yeah, because there's some songs you hear it, you're like, those are live drums.
Yeah.
So I heard the EP
Yep.
before I saw you live.
Yes.
And there's some you're like, I can't tell, but then
Cool.
seeing you, no, she's just a really tight drummer.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So Voices has been out for a little bit. You're working on an LP now
Yes.
as well?
Yep, I am. It'll be out in the fall.
Awesome. We heard
Yeah.
a couple songs.
Bad Habits is new off the new record, Top Knot Turn Up.
Yep.
Life is So Good. Tomorrow at the workshop, I'm gonna demo a new song called Highs and Lows.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
Thank
So
you.
this fall, keep our eyes out. Are you going to do
Please.
another remix album?
I would love to have people remix the record when I put out this album. Absolutely.
Who did the Future's female remix?
Two
Shanti?
friends, actually. One friend is DJ Shiva,
Shiva.
and then Unique and TT the artist did the other Futurist female
That
remix.
remix was amazing.
Thank you so
Amazing.
much.
And she was like a random person you met in LA?
These are all friends of mine in my community. You know, I think part of my work is really living the truth that I'm talking about on the stage. So behind the scenes, I work with women. All the people I hire are women. The people who remixed my record were all female identifying. So that's really important for me to use my platform to showcase the work that oftentimes doesn't get seen.
Yeah, that's amazing. I can't wait to hear the record. I love this
Thank you.
spoken word integration.
Thank you.
It's like a whole experience. If you get a chance to see Madame Gandhi, go, 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 go.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for doing this.
Euphoria
Did you
TV.
manage to stay dry?
Yes. Yes.
I'm a little wet.
Thank you.